never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Check, walk 54. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's win.
Newton on first down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Just like that. Just like that.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Pretty good job escaping the pressure, gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ready. Ready. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds a man right there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And this is caught by C.J. Procise. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Watch that in. Got it right. You got 4. You got 4.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Watch the flag! Watch the flag! Watch the flag! Watch the flag!
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Wilson steps away, and that's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Again, Wilson steps away to his left. Completes it to Dixon. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. And Dixon, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Newton. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson dancing to his left. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Right there, 54 Mike. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out right at the 25. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And Dixon has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Right there, 54 Mike. And watch delay.
To throw is Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A 48-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 12, Newton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Ready, set 180. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Run.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
On 2nd and 9, Newton, quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
3rd and 2, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Come on, let's go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, check 24, check 24.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 4 yards out. as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On first down, Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now Wilson. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. Completes it to Dixon. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game, What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made a killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own this.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Check. Right to the 3. Check. 53.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 29, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Check. Walk with before. Watch the slant. Hurry. Man, move it. You got to get there.
Throwing, Mayfield. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Good. 180. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hurry. Alert.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. He finds Beckham complete. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 73 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 24. Here's Newton. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, and that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Newton on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They can't stop Bruce Herman there as he slips in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Hurry! 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Real.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. As a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurry! Let's go right here.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Nick Chubb stopped short, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Squeeze, double.
To throw again. Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this goal?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Conklin. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there and stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Mayfield to throw it. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Now Newton on 1st down. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
Set, 180.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things up.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. McCaffrey on the counter. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Newton now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. To the air again, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.